Israel has announced another major relaxation of its blockade in Gaza, promising all civilian goods will be allowed entry into the Strip.
So now all foods and other items will be allowed unless they're on a specific list of banned goods that could be used in combat. But the changes still don't impress Palestinian leaders or humanitarian organisations, as Middle East correspondent Ann Barker reports.
Israel's backdown is a sign of just how much it's bowed to the international pressure since last month's raids on the flotilla of aid ships. If the Israeli government keeps its word, Gazans will have unrestricted access to foods and goods except where they could be used in combat.
Israel seeks to keep out of Gaza weapons and material that Hamas uses to prepare and carry out terror and rocket attacks against Israel and its civilians. All other goods will be allowed into Gaza.
The Israeli leader made a joint statement with Tony Blair, the Middle East Quartet envoy, who's played a key role persuading Israel to change its policy.
The real significance of today's statement is that it allows Israel completely to protect its security by refusing any weapons or arms or combat material into Gaza.
Along with increased access to foods and other goods, Gazans may finally have the means to rebuild schools, hospitals and homes destroyed in last year's war, providing the projects come under international supervision.
The lives of people in Gaza can be eased, and so the foodstuffs, the household items, the materials necessary to do the United Nations projects on water and sanitation and electricity and housing and so on, those goods can go in.
Palestinian businesses that have struggled to survive will also regain access to crucial raw materials. The border crossings into Gaza will be expanded to facilitate the increased supply of civilian and commercial goods. But the most severe restriction of all remains in force. Ordinary Palestinians still have no freedom to come and go as they please. That's unlikely to change until Hamas rulers release the captured Israeli soldier Gilad Shalit.
Gilad Shalit is now approaching 4 years in captivity. The international community should join Israel in strongly condemning Hamas for holding him captive.
Humanitarian organisations are still less than impressed, saying Palestinians must have the right to leave Gaza for work, travel or to export goods, and Palestinian leaders have rejected the policy.
This is an attempt to circumvent the international decision to completely lift the siege on Gaza. This is an attempt to deflect the pressure and popular anger on the Islamic and Arab level, as well as by the free people of the world who call for lifting the siege on Gaza.
A naval blockade too remains in place, just as more protest ships join the international effort to break the Gaza blockade. Ann Barker, ABC News, Jerusalem.